Good evening. I'm Tina. Let's take a look at our first demo, which is to show you if we have a EL expression written like a $, brace something, okay, and how they are evaluated, okay. We mentioned this case before, which is this case, okay. We'll check container will evaluate this from page scope to application scope, otherwise ignore it, okay. Now let's take a look at our example in the project. What should I give? Operator servlet, okay. Are you using operator servlet? I don't have a good name for this one. Okay, here I will using extends HTTP servlet, okay, and using web servlet. Operator, okay. Really bad name. Okay, and now I will have a link here, href, which goes to operator, okay, and which is demo for $something, this one, okay. I couldn't find a correct name for this kind of expression, okay. Probably called a single expression, because if we're using dot, we can say dot operator. If we're using bracket, we can say bracket operator. But this one, I couldn't find a name which is calling like this way. So when I go here, it will go to duplicate here, right? Here we will go to req.setAttribute, okay, ABC. It's not probably, it's not a good user name, okay. Josh, okay. I think you guys probably are tired about my session, okay. Dot set attribute username, okay. I will be using the same one, which is okay. We were using the same one, okay. Lucy, Ella, okay. Requested get servlet context dot set attribute username, and here we will using Alice, okay. And then here we will request dot get request dispatcher to which JSP. Let's create a new JSP called single word dot JSP, which means here we only has a single word, okay, because I want to reuse this servlet in the future demos, okay, which is this one, something result page, okay. And now I will go to single, sorry, I couldn't find a good name. Let me know if you have one, okay. Forward request response, right, okay. Pretty easy, right? But for now, I will comment this too, okay. For session and application, I will comment, okay. So now what we do is okay, what's the value of username, okay. Then we're using EL expression here, okay. How about we have another one, H1. It's not a good to do like this way, okay. $, and here using username, okay, because username is an attribute we set here, username, okay. It's better to copy paste. And if everything works, it means this username gonna display this one, right? And let's redeploy. Today I want to finish all the videos about expression language. Okay, redeployed successfully. So we go to our browser and we go to the root page. It's better have a here. Did you see the problem? Sorry. Do you see a problem when I do something, when I have EL expression here? Actually, I want to do is show exactly the expression, right? But the container by default it will evaluate. That's why in our browser, after this hyphen, it has nothing here. What you can do is like this way. Default is false after 3.0. Okay, so now when I redeploy, you will see exactly this EL expression is treated as a text. It won't evaluate the container. Okay, now let's go here, browser, refresh. You can see something, right? Now when I click, we see Josh. Okay, it's correct, right? Because in my request scope. But now if I change this one, have a if we want to create a page scope, we have to using scriptlet to create page context dot set attribute. This is gonna create a attribute inside the page scope. Username, suppose this one have Tina. Okay, and as we know, when we have this expression username, it will scan from page scope. If cannot find request scope, if cannot find session scope, if cannot find application scope. And since we page scope already has, so it's gonna use it and want to do the continue checking. Okay, so in this case, we both has the request scope and also the page scope. It's gonna using the page scope. Tina, it doesn't show the Josh. Okay. Now let's go and refresh this page. You will see Tina. Okay, and now if I comment this one, definitely it's gonna be the request scope, right? And now if I comment this Josh and using the session, then it's gonna using session scope. Okay, let me show you. The first one fine, it's gonna be used, and from page, request, session, application, one by one. And now refresh. You will see Ella, and Ella is in the session, and the last one, no, last not the least. Okay, and this one is application scope. We have, you will see Alice now. Okay, because page, request, and session, all of them doesn't have username, so it will check the last scope, which is application. Okay, now application, you should be able to see Alice, right? But and if all the scope doesn't have username attribute, okay, see here, request, session, application, and page scope, all of them doesn't have username attribute now, right? When we redeploy, it just fails silently, doesn't show anything here. This EL expression gonna be ignored by the container. Okay, do nothing. It doesn't have throw. It doesn't throw exception, doesn't throw any error. Okay, so now deploy successfully. So refresh, nothing. Okay, and we can. Oh, sorry, I'm using F12. Does F12 show? What's the developer tool of Safari? Okay, you can inspect. You can see this H2, but you cannot see any values between them. Okay, you can take a look at it by yourself. Okay, so that's the first demo I want to show you, which is we have a single single word between these braces. Okay, you can also, I will leave one uncomment. Okay, and you can practice by yourself and by downloading the demo from my GitHub I also go to the description, and I will have a GitHub link for the source code there. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.